have a question for you. There's been a lot of talk of, the OPEC area, and they're keeping the price artificially low to kind of squeeze out the higher cost players and the new technology that's coming along from hydraulic fracking. What would you say to that? Is that an accurate statement? Is that something that they can have a dramatic influence over?
Well, yes. I mean, the Middle East still controls a huge percentage of the world's supplies of especially cheap oil, and Saudi Arabia in particular has that ability. I take a little bit of a different tact on it. I mean, when people say that they're unfairly driving down the cost, they in essence simply aren't reacting. In essence, they could make the price stay higher, so our producers get more to produce here in the United States if they cut back on their production. But that's a decision by them. They have to weigh against their own needs at home and the like. What is really affected, the one thing, the black swan thing that happened in the world with regard to energy production was the U.S. All, by the way, on private and state lands. We've increased production of oil in the United States over the last 5 years by 61%. On the government's lands, it's going backwards. There's been a reduction of oil production by 6%. So,
who would have thought?
Again, well, it goes to the heart of those questions about wind and solar and some of these other energy policies that the government has. You can't really separate in terms of their performance, and when something's going up, when one part of an industry is going up 61% and the other one is going down 6%, boy, you almost have to work at that, don't you?
Just a little bit.